Yo, what's up YouTube family? Welcome back to another one, y'all. We're here for another live stream, man. We haven't done one of these in a minute, for real. It's been a few days, y'all, so hey, shouts out to everybody that's been coming around and leaving comments in the comment section, for real. Yeah, so y'all, in this one we're gonna be talking about the time I almost died in prison, y'all. I'm gonna wait around until at least one person or two people come around. If anybody does come around and kick it with me, yo, for real. Hey man, make sure you get up in that comment section, for real. Look, all right, there we go. So here we go. Let's get some of this medicine in, yo, right quick. Yeah. Alright, yo, shout out to everybody that's coming in. We're gonna get some of this right here in this got this notch grinder going right here. We're gonna pack up the spoon pot right quick, y'all. So alright. And this one, yo, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the gaming and talk about the time I almost died in prison, yo. Alright. Hey, let me get in right quick. Can y'all see me? Yeah, let me get my light right. Alright, there we go. Let me get the camera right. Yo, what up, biggest bud ever? Cheer, brother. Appreciate the love, yo. Appreciate the love from everybody that's coming around and kicking with me, yo. I'm gonna wait till a couple more people gets up in here and I'm gonna pack this bowl right quick. I'm gonna get into this story about the time I almost died in prison, yo. I wanna make sure. What up, weed and vaping? For real. What up, Bud King? What up, biggest bud ever? We got some. We're gonna get this in right here, yo. Alright, let me damn, yo, let me grab my lighter. Where my lighter at, homie? Oh, snap. You know what? I don't feel like using any butane today. We're gonna use some matches on that. We're gonna get some of these green matches in right here, bro. We're gonna get into the story, which is crazy about matches, yo, because this is gonna go into my story tonight on about how I almost died in prison, bro. For real, this junk is crazy. Alright, so listen, I want to get some medicine in, biggest bud ever, a Bud King 420, weed and vaping. I want y'all to hear this story right quick, alright, man, because literally, I almost died in prison. We're still waiting on this to load. If y'all can see over here in the corner, it's creating the squad. We're getting this in right quick. Now, what we're going to jump on to right quick, yo, is some situations right quick, alright? Let's get some of this medicine in. Cheers, y'all, for real. Hey, y'all, for real, man. One love, y'all. Amen, Father. Thank you for this medicine, yo, for real. Yeah. Thank you, God, for this medicine, yo. I need it up in my lungs every day, man, to make me feel good, to get my mind right. Alright, yo. So this story, man, it started when I got locked up when I was 17 for the first time, alright? For 2 attempted murder charges, and I'm gonna show y'all all this stuff too, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all all my charges when I get to a certain amount of subscribers. I'm gonna bring all my charges and show them to y'all on YouTube, okay? Everything, all right? I'm gonna be transparent with everything. I'm not gonna hide nothing, all right? But anyway, so let's jump onto this. Let's jump onto this heavily fortified. All right, we're gonna try to finish this one up right quick. All right, so check now. I'm going to jump on Mama Franks and watch. Well, I'm a live stream, brother. The Bud King for real. Then he took off. I just saw that. See, it's a delay in these, y'all. Anyway, so hey, man, I was up in there when I was 19. Well, the first time I was up in there for 17 was for 2 accounts of attempted murder and then the conspiracy to attempted murder, all right? And I went to prison for that at Polk Youth Institution in North Carolina, man. I ended up having it held over, you know, going to court and everything and fighting it with my lawyers, with my public defender, basically. And I got a few years in prison on that, man. I got like freaking 4 years in prison on that. So I went to a daggone youth institution because I went in when I was 19. Alright, so hostage location and secure the hostage. While I was up in there, man, I got into some trouble because I started checking the guards and stuff like that. I was a fun dummy up in prison. What I mean by that is I kept, because everybody knew I was mentally ill, man, they would always talk me into doing stupid stuff and getting in trouble and all that, y'all. So I'd always get in trouble. I'd always get, you know, in trouble all the time. I'd always get sent to the hole, yo, because, you know, I didn't give a crap, man. I have like authority issues and all that, especially really young, you know, not today, but, you know, back then as a kid, I had authority issues. So I ended up, yo, getting into some trouble freaking stepping out of line, and I got sent to the hole. All right, because when you're in prison, yo, you gotta step in line, right? You gotta do things according, yo, to the way that they tell you to, or you will get into some trouble, yo. And some of these guards, yo, they will come in there and beat the shit out of you, like for real, man. You got some asshole guards that will team up and just beat the snot out of you, dog. Like for real, in a lot of these prisons. You look at a lot of stuff that goes on in Rikers Island and a lot of abuse that goes on. I'm sorry that we lost a couple of the peeps, man. Dang, yo. That sucks. I was happy. Oh, jeez. Yo. Anyway, so somebody's still here, yo. Shout out to whoever's still here. Anyway, bro. So, I got sent to the hole on, medium segregation, man, because I stepped out of line and I started cussing at the cops, and they had to come grab me, and they had to wrestle me down, and I freaking flipped out on them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I started like wrestling the guards and stuff like that. So they had to, all of them had to bum rush in, and they had to take me down and all this stuff, yo. What's up, biggest butt ever? I stay in Lancaster County, South Carolina. I got locked up last year for a weed pipe and got fined for $455. Hey, biggest butt ever, man. Hey, everybody else is a Bud King just jumped off to do his live stream. I know everybody else is doing their live stream. Hey, I'm originally from North Carolina, bruh. Here she is. Yeah, you from Lancaster County. Lancaster County, man, that's a trip. So yeah, where this happened at was up near Raleigh. It was up in Butner, North Carolina then. So you know what I'm talking about then in North Carolina. It's up near Raleigh at Polk Youth Institution. I think the name changed now. So what happened was we were up in the hole, man. All right, I got sent to segregation. We were up in the hole, and I freaking was able to, at night, because I didn't have money, I didn't have nobody sending me any money in, and I was in the hole, and I didn't have a Walkman or anything like that, yo. But the guy next to me, we're gonna call him K. K had a Walkman, you know what I mean? So with K, at night, yo, we'd daggone lay on the floor, and K would throw his earbuds over to me, one of the earbuds, and we would both sit there and, well, lay. I would lay there, and we would both lay there and listen to music at night. All right, so that's what we would do. And you know, many of the other guys, yo, they would like play checkers or chess or Battleship through the ventilation system right over your toilet. You have vents over your toilet. All right, so through that you can, you know, call out your moves and on each other, your boards to each other, yo. It's crazy the way you can do it, but you can call your stuff off to each other, right? So it's crazy the way it works, how they play it, man. You just have all the numbers on your pieces, and then you call it out through the vent, and they move it, and they move theirs and move yours, and then they call out their piece that they want to move, and then you move theirs, and then they move you move theirs. So it's like you're being able to play all these games through the ventilation system. Anyway, y'all, so I'm laying there, man, and the next thing you know, I hear something over my head going like that, right? So I turn over on my back, and yo, there's daggone smoke coming through the daggone ventilation, right? So here's what happened. Yo, somebody downstairs, they were beefing, right? Oh, dang, I got killed. All right, we're gonna do that again. All right, let me take some medicine right quick so I can tell the story. All right, where's the, Yo, so some guys were beefing that were game bangers, right? And they were trying to find a way to daggone get out of their cells to fight. So one of them had got a cheers, biggest bud. So one of them, I got a hitting some Mendo Perk Crumble Wax. Hey man, that's what's up, y'all. For real. That's what's up, yo. You get in on that Mendo Perk, yo. For real, bruh. Hey, yeah, welcome to the live stream, man. This is what I do. I just come around and talk about all kinds of stuff, yo. Upload videos and just do my thing, bruh. So next thing I know, man, there's smoke coming in through the ventilation system right over my head. That was the noise. They'd been taking freaking tissue. They'd been taking t-shirts. They'd been taking magazines. They'd been taking all their bed sheets and everything and stuffed it down the vent. They was able to beat a hole inside of the vent that big, yo, okay, over their sink in their toilet. They were able to beat a hole in it, yo, to where they were able to shove it down in there, man. And they set it on fire so they could come out and fight. Hey, man, this junk was crazy, yo. Listen, we're sitting there, daggone, laying on the freaking floor, right? Hold on, I don't want to do that one. I want to back out. All right, so we're sitting there laying on the floor and we hear it and turn over and we see the smoke coming in, man. Next thing you know, yo, it's like, man, it's life or death at that moment, yo, because you're thinking to yourself, you know, the room was filling up with smoke at this time. It was 3 tiers, all right? We was on the top tier. You had us on the 3rd tier, which was minimum security and segregation. Then you had the bottom 2nd tier. I mean, not the bottom tier, but the 2nd tier was medium security, and then the bottom tier was maximum security. All right, you had people down there that were killing people and all that stuff up in prison and whatnot, yo, and they got thrown there. So these 2 floors were beefing. All right, a couple of gangs were beefing on these 2 floors. So in the middle of them, they threw all this stuff in it and lit it on fire, and they came up through everybody's cell, and everything just lit up all dark. All right, so it was smoke coming everywhere, y'all. We couldn't breathe, y'all. For real. We couldn't breathe. We couldn't even see in front of your face, man. You couldn't even see your hand in front of your face because it was so dark up in there, yo. There was so much smoke up in our cell, yo, that we couldn't see our hands in front of our face. And it was crazy. I mean, you could hear them going, and we could see them, you know, looking out of our window at first when they were coming in, and they were pulling people out of their cells, and then they ran out of handcuffs, so they had to find another way, and they had to use those tie straps, you know, to start pulling people out of their cells, man. So hey, yo, for real, this is crazy, man. I gotta get some medicine in. Cheers, bro. So here's where the story gets crazy. All right, so next thing you know, man, I'm thinking that we're not gonna get up out of here, dog. We're getting ready to die. That's what's getting ready to happen. We are getting ready to die up in this joint. All right, you can't even see your face, and you're sitting here choking on this stuff, yo. And they're not even nowhere near our cell right now, yo. They're not even nowhere near our cell. They're still working on the 2nd floor. These guys are down here fighting the guards and stuff when they're coming in, popping the cells and stuff like that. And as soon as the guards are popping the cells to come in and get them, these guys are fighting, trying to stab the guards and because it was a riot, dude. They as soon as they freaking popped the doors, these jokers started like fighting the guards and stuff like that, man. They started like popping on the guards and stabbing them and stuff like that, yo. It was a trip, yo. I mean, they were some corny makeshift weapons that they were stabbing them with, though. But hey, I mean, ain't no that nobody died that day, yo. But that jump was a trip, yo. So check, that whole thing is going on, yo. I think I go in over here, right here. The whole thing is going on, brother, and we're sitting there like, yo, we're getting ready to die up in this room, bro. AK, yo, for real, bro. We're getting ready to die up in here because all that smoke is just rising. It's rising up to our cell. You feel me? We're sitting up there and it's constantly rising. I'm doing everything I can to try to breathe, yo. You know what I mean, biggest bud? I'm doing everything I can to try to breathe, dog. We're sitting there like, oh my God, we're going to die. I took my t-shirt and stuck it in the sink and put it over my face. I got on the ground, dog, and I stuck my face under the door to try to get fresh air. We both did. We were saying to each other, yo, we going to die up in here, man. You know this, right? we were saying to each other, they just gave us a life sentence up in here, y'all. For real, for real. And we're never going to get out of here. We're getting ready to die right here in our cell. I mean, I could taste the freaking smoke in my mouth that night, man. Right there in my cell, laying on the floor. I thought I was going to die right there, like 19 years old in prison. I'm 35 now. I thought I was going to die, 19 years old of smoke inhalation, yo, that night. But I passed out, all right? And next thing I know, they got us out. And I came to when they got me up, yo. When they got to my door and got me up, right? I came to. And yeah, I said to Kato right before I passed out, I was like, yo, they just gave us a life sentence, yo, and that was it. That's all I remember. And I remember I remember being in the hallway, and I remember freaking, you know, saying this is it, man. God, please help me, yo. I'm sorry for everything I did, yo. Please forgive me for my sins, yo. If I ever get a chance to get out of this, I'll do everything I can to be a better person, yo. And I'll do everything to be a good person for you, Father, if you get me up out of this joint, man. Crazy thing is, I lied. I lied a couple of times. You know, I got to prison. I went to prison probably 2 more times after that. But now I am on the right and narrow way with my Father, man. I'm the prodigal son. I do it right now, man. I'm not that kid that I used to be, man. I mean, I'm on medication now. You know what I mean? I'm on a healthy regimen of medication. I go to a therapist every week, almost every other week. All right, I go to a therapist and I go to medication psychiatric. So anyway, yo, while I'm daggone coming out, yo, they're daggone fighting each other. All right, they don't find out how they come out. They started fighting everybody. So when they took us over to yeah, headshot. They took us over to the cages. Like when you come out for rec, it's like a dog cage, yo. It's like a big kennel, and you get locked in. And you have like a little like 10 by 10 little area where you get to go and do your calisthenics, push-ups, whatever. You get some fresh air, man. You know what I mean? And oh snap! Oh, he's right there. I see him. All right, so man, at that whole time it was dark. It was dark, yo. It was dark when this happened. It was at night. So after all this, after all the chaos and everything, yo, and I really don't remember that night because it was kind of like, I don't know, man, blotchy, yo, the rest of that whole night, yo. How we got back to our cell and everything. But I remember the country song, and I remember a couple songs that was on that night. It was when 3 Doors Down, Kryptonite first came out, yo. 3 Doors Down, Kryptonite had just came out. And I remember us sitting there listening to it. And another song came out too around that time. There was a couple more songs that came out around that time too, man. But I remember that one specifically was 3 Doors Down came out, man. And hold up, got him. I remember thinking I was really gonna die that night, yo. So I'm really trying to hope my promise true to my Father God, dude. I'm not really trying to. This is why I do this YouTube thing, man, because this is my way of this is my way of giving back to the Father for keeping me alive, dude. Oh God, hold up. Hold up, man. How did he even get up here behind me like that, yo? Oh, no, I lost that, bro. You see that? Biggest butt ever. Did you see that, bro? So, yeah, man, that's the story of that I almost died when I was in prison, yo. The jump was crazy because you had to be there to see it, man. And the way it was, there was over, like, 60, 70 people in that unit that I was in for that pod. All right, for segregation. It was 3 tiers, and you know the way it was, yo, outside of our cell was plexiglass, so people could come out for a walk during the day for their rec and walk the hallway. All right, but they couldn't do nothing like spit outside, or they couldn't throw kites or anything like that. Like kites is like fishing and stuff like that. All right, down to the other units downstairs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They couldn't throw stuff downstairs to the other people, you know, so they can grab it and whatnot and bring it in their cells. All right. So there's a lot of ways that you can pass stuff up and down. So that's why people will beat the holes in their ventilation system like that, dog, so you can pass stuff up and down your daggone cells. It was crazy, man, the stuff that you can do up in there, man, the ingenuity that you cut that is apparent in the prisons whenever you have to, rely on what you have there. You know what I mean, bruh? You know what I mean, biggest butt ever? You have to rely on what you have in there, man. And we're gonna talk about a lot more of these stories, yo, about when I was up in prison and stuff like that, yo, for real, and in jail, and how it changed my life, yo, made me, want to be a better person and not get into that stupid stuff, in life anymore, yo. You know what I mean? And try to, I don't know, just be a different person, man. When you almost die, it kind of opens your eyes to a different way of life, I feel. And it definitely opened my eyes up to a different way of life. I think I'm going to go back this other way, yo. Alright, we're going to come back this other way over here, yo. Why not? Let's test it. What you say, bruh? Hey, man, here's the crazy thing about it. Whenever you in those situations, like being in jail, in prison and shit like that, man, probably one of the best times is when you actually just get out of the situation and not die like I just did. Alright, yo? Alright, biggest butt ever, yo. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Everybody, that's that time, yo. I almost died in prison, yo. One love to everyone that came and kicked it with me, yo. For real. Mad respect to everybody, yo. For real. That's that story, man. I almost died in prison, yo. And shout out to K, man. My boy from Asheville, North Carolina, yo. Shout out to you, man, for getting out of that with me and everyone else that got up out of that, yo. And that was a trippy time, man. That was crazy. That happened, man. For real. It was wild. Alright, homie. For real. Get that in that comment section. Give it a thumbs up, bro. For real. One love, y'all. Today wasn't my day on this game, but the next one might.